Ram. Ram. Now we bring our attention in between the breasts and the middle of the body. Here we do the sound yum, and here we keep the index finger pressed against the thumb. Take a deep breath in. Yum. 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 Now we bring our awareness in between the head. Here we do the sound. Oh yes, in the throat. We do the sound hum in the throat, and we keep the thumb up. Take a deep breath in. Hum. Hum. Ashok Batra, mute yourself. Hum. Hum. Now bring the awareness to the middle of the head. We will do the sound chum. Take a deep breath in. And again, thumbs up. Chum. Chum. Now let's go to the top of the head. We do Om. Take a deep breath in. Thumbs up. Now let's go on to Kapalbhati, and those of you who know it can begin, and those of you who are new, I will explain it as follows. Keep your hand in the abdominal area. Shashi Malik needs to move. Okay. So keep your hand in the abdominal area and blow your nose. When you blow your nose, you will feel the abdominal area goes in, and it's like the butt closes in, like the pelvic floor pulling up. So if you can feel that, Shashi Malik, mute yourself. So if you do the blowing of the nose, when you do that, you'll feel the abdominal area contract. But then you're doing it with a jerk. You want the same motion very smoothly. And how do you do it very smoothly? Like this. You can see me still a little better here.
We can see you.
Dr. Rajan, we can't see you.
Well, is something wrong at your end?
You should be able to see him now.
No, Dr. Rajan.
We can't see Dr. Rajan.
We can see
I don't
Dr.
know. Yeah, I don't know how to resolve the technical
All right.
issue.
So people who are having any technical difficulty, I've posted the live YouTube link, and you can watch the session on YouTube. You can still have the audio from this session, but the video can be from YouTube, something like that.
Double clicking on the panel image will help.
Okay. So actually, yes, Tanvi pointed out the last one to speak is where the screen remains. So I had to say something. Now everybody should be able to see me.
Dr. Rajan,
Nanti manca taruh mute je.
what do you mean? Dr. Rajan,
Yeah. What is the problem?
a question is, one breath take in and one breath take out, or one breath take in and multiple breath take out? How do we do
No,
that?
you just exhale once. Don't worry about inhaling. It happens automatically. Only
Okay.
exhaling.
Okay, thanks.
Yes. It's like blowing your nose, but without a jerk. Feel the pelvic floor lift up. The abdominal area go in.
Neeta Shah and Manju Mehta, please mute yourself.
Is it mute now?
No,
Yeah.
it is not. You're speaking. Mute yourself now. Okay. Now let's go on to the next exercise. We are going to do what is called the Bahya Kumbhak. It is doing the complete exhalation, pulling up the pelvic floor, taking the abdominal area in, and when the breath is fully out, bringing the chin to the chest. So I will demonstrate it once, and we do the same thing repeatedly for a period of 10 breaths. So I'm going to demonstrate the first time, and watch me. I take a deep breath in first. Abdominal area comes out. As I exhale, the pelvic floor lifts up. I'm squeezing my butt. The abdominal area goes in. I'm squeezing in here, and the chest is continuing to exhale. When it is fully exhaled, I'm bringing the chin to the chest. And I hold out the breath. 1, 2, 3, and I slowly inhale, lifting up my chin, and the whole body is breathing in as I relax. Now again, I exhale, pulling up the pelvic floor, abdominal area in, as the chest empties, chin towards the chest, hold out. 1, 2, 3, and inhale. So this is what we are doing for 10 continuous breaths. The capacity of each person to hold out the breath may be different. Some of you may hold it for 1 or 2 seconds. Some may hold it for 5 to 10 seconds. It doesn't matter, in your own capacity. But make sure you don't hold it out so long that when you have to inhale, you inhale with a gasp. Okay, now let's go on to the next exercise. We will do the humming, the Brahmari. So what we will do is, first we'll do it without the hand position. Take a deep breath in and go. You can do that comfortably. You can do it with the hand position, the little finger under the nostrils, the middle finger pressing the middle of the nostrils where the bone and the soft part meet. So if you press over there at the bony part, the nostrils won't close. Then the middle finger over the eyes, the index finger over the eyebrows, and the thumb closing the inner earlobe. And if we close that, you won't hear anything. But that's when we will close, when we do our humming. Take a deep breath in. Continue for a few breaths. Now we can go on to our spinal alignment exercises. As you exhale, bring one ear towards the shoulder. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, go towards the other shoulder. Continue. You're moving your neck only, but your body is meant to be loose. So when you're moving your neck, if the body bends a little bit more, no problem. But the focus is not on the waist or the spine, only the neck. But don't keep stiffness in the body. Now, as you exhale, rotate and turn your head as if you were looking over one shoulder. Inhale, come back, and exhale, look over the other shoulder. Okay. Now inhale, take the head back, and exhale, chin towards the chest. This we don't need to do too many because we have already done that with Bahi Kumbha. Exhale, chin towards the chest. As you exhale, bring your chin towards the chest. And now as you inhale, we do 360-degree rotation. Half a circle, inhale, the other half exhale. Now let's go the reverse direction. Okay. Now we get to our shoulder exercises. We do alternative shoulders. Inhale, lift up one shoulder. Exhale, rotate it back. Inhale, lift up the other shoulder. Exhale, rotate it back. Continue. Okay. Now hands up. Inhale, palms up and stretch out the fingers. Exhale, thumbs in and take a downward facing fist. Inhale and exhale. Now, with the closed fist, rotate around, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Anjana ji, Anjana, Dr. Anjana Dhingra, do slowly. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Opposite direction. Inhale and exhale. Keep the elbows stretched out. Then in which case, the muscles that are being moved are different. Now, elbows in line with the shoulders. Palm open, and we inhale. The elbows, the shoulders, all of them are moving. Inhale and exhale. Let's go backward. Chandu Sankuratri, you do it slowly with the breath. That gives deeper impact. Inhale half a circle, exhale the other half. Okay. Now interlock the hands and we bring it behind the head. Keep the elbows in a straight line, 180 degrees. Don't bend the hand forward, keep it back. As you exhale, turn to one side. Inhale, come back. Exhale the other way. Inhale, come back. Keep the awareness within and feel the stretch as you move. Observe what is happening in your body. Exhale as you stretch. Observe what muscles in the back move. Inhale, come back. Exhale the other way. Okay. Now we do both our shoulders together. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, rotate it back and bring it down. Excellent. Now, cross your hand over the opposite knee and take the other hand behind, and as you exhale, turn. Inhale, come back. Exhale, turn the other way. Inhale, come back. So you can see, exhale one side, inhale, come back. Exhale the other side, inhale, come back. Okay. Now we cross one leg over the other and we hold the knee with the interlock hand. And as we exhale, not only are we pulling it in, but also in the opposite direction. This is how the coccyx and the sacrum get stretched. And turn your head in the same direction as the knee you're holding. Inhale, release, and exhale, pull and turn. And when you pull and turn, observe the muscles stretching in the back. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Now let's switch the other leg. Hold the knee, and as you exhale, pull and turn. Inhale and exhale. 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 One last time. Inhale and exhale. Okay. Now we are ready for our deep breathing, the Bhastrika Pranayama. So Here we go. For those of you who are new, keep your hand in the abdominal area. Keep your hand in the abdominal area. And as you inhale, feel the abdominal area come out. And the chest begins to inhale and expand and the shoulder pulls back. Exhale, feel the abdominal area go in, the chest collapse and everything going in. Now inhale comes out, chest expands, shoulder pulls back. Exhale goes in. So this is the motion. I'll do it in a smooth motion one time so you can watch. I inhale, exhale. So those who are new and have not done this before, you can do it like this. Those of you who have been doing it for a long time, you can use your hands. Keep a loose fist, elbows by the side of the chest. As you inhale, feel the abdominal area come out. And as you continue to inhale, chest expands. So lift up the elbows a little bit. And then as the upper lung breathes in, the shoulder pulls back and open out the palm. In exhale, come down fully. Inhale, let's go. 1. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 30. Exhale. 40. Exhale. 50. Exhale. 60. Exhale. 70. Exhale. 80. Exhale. 90. Exhale. And 20. Exhale. Eyes closed, relax.
And some folks are moving their body back and forth. That is not relaxing them.
Yes,
There's too much stress on the moment.
yes. So keep the body still, relaxed, and observe the sensations within. Many of you would have felt something in the head. Others might have felt something going down the shoulders, perhaps tingling in your hands. Anybody still feel anything? Raise your hand. Okay, I see who are the people who are still feeling something. Okay, that's good. Just keep the sensation looking in over there. So it's almost gone for pretty much everyone. So let's go on to the second round. Loose fist. Let's go. 1. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 30. Exhale. 40. Exhale. 50. Exhale. 60. Exhale. 70. Exhale. 80. Exhale. 90. Exhale. And 20. Exhale. Eyes closed, relax, bring down the hands. If you have support behind your back, make use of the support so that the body can relax. Keep observing the sensations till they fully dissipate. If there is sensation in the head, just keep watching it and it'll move slowly downward. It's 1 minute to 6:30 and I'm going to play the Om briefly. So it's 6:31. and we can go to the discussion of the Yoga Sutras, which we began. Bal Mukund or Srijit, if you can post up the Yoga Sutra on the screen share. So first, an announcement. The thing is, if you know anybody who you think will benefit from this in the West Coast or the Denver mountain time zone, let them know. And interestingly, in the Western time zone, which we begin at Eastern 8:30, which is 5:30 their time, interestingly, we also have somebody from Florida who joins in, because this time is too early for them and they like to join later. So if you know of anybody for whom this time is not good, they like a later time, or they are in the Central time zone or the Mountain time zone or the Pacific time zone, let them know. And you can do it immediately now or after this session and ask them to join today itself. We have been expanding like 5 to 10 each day, adding over there. And so let's make that as successful as this is. So today we had 163 connections, right? Okay. So now going to the Yoga Sutras. In the meantime, if you have any questions, please put it in the chat box so that we can have them answered later. There are people who came in who are new today. I would like to give 2 or 3 minutes for them to introduce themselves. Is there anybody? Who are the people who came in new today? Would you like to introduce yourself? Please speak up. Just unmute and speak up.
Hi, this is Varsha Thakkar from Baltimore, Maryland.
Welcome.
Namaste. Thank you.
How did you enjoy it today?
I did. I joined in a half session. Yesterday I did a whole session. So
Very
what
nice.
what other time you guys have you do evening time, like whoever works until 7 o'clock?
Well, we have 2 sessions,
Uh-huh.
5:30 to 6:30, and we have the session from 8:30 to 9:30.
Okay, 8:30.
2 sessions in the evening. The
Okay,
8:30
thank
to 9:30 session is for Pacific time coast. It is 5:30 to 6:30. So people can join whichever session they want.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. Actually,
Namaste.
interestingly, we have somebody joining from Mexico City in that 8:30 session, and we have
Uh-huh.
people from India joining. Actually, Rita Basu over here, her parents are joining from Kolkata.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yes, the
That is
second is
amazing.
fully
Thank you,
international.
Dr. Rajan. They really enjoyed the first session. Thank you so much to all
Such a
of you
pleasure. Such a
for
pleasure.
making them part of
Thank,
this.
thank you.
I'm in India at that time.
What is that? It's 6 a.m. in India at that time, 6 in the morning.
It's perfect time for yoga. Best time for yoga.
So share it with your relatives in India too. Okay.
Yeah, I posted the registration link in the chat box if anybody wants to invite their friends and family in India also.
Yes. So Padmini, I'll answer your question after the Yoga Sutras, or we can connect individually afterwards. Okay. So let's begin with the Yoga Sutras. We can, anybody else, 1 second, was somebody else who's new? Anybody who wants to introduce themselves? Sandhya Crossley, you want to introduce yourself? Okay, so we can go on to our Yoga Sutras.
Is Kirit Trivedi there? Might have logged in as Anjana Parikh, Kirit Trivedi, or Sudha Iyer, one of the name.
Okay, and there was one other person also logged in as Anjana Parikh.
Yeah, that's a Kirit Trivedi.
Okay, there was a lady over there.
Oh, then Sudha Iyer, yes.
Okay, so I think they may have left already. Okay, So we can go on to the Yoga Sutras then. Okay. So we finished yesterday the first 4 sutras, but each time we begin continuity. So today is the the 4th day we are discussing the Yoga Sutras. The first day we spoke about the origins and its place in Indian philosophy.
Dr. Rajan, we cannot hear you.
Yes, you cannot hear me because I stopped speaking. A message flashed on my screen. Okay.
Excuse me,
So
it was
the-
cutting the voice.
Okay.
Yeah.
How is it now?
Yeah, we miss you very much all the time.
Okay.
Yeah. But your voice is breaking up, Dr. Rajan, a little bit.
Okay, it's better now.
Yeah,
Just give me a thumbs up if it's okay. Okay, that's fine. Thank you. So the second day, we gave you an overview of the Yoga Sutras, all the 4 chapters, beginning to end. The third day, we began we did the first 4 sutras, and today we are going to continue from there, but we need the gist of the first 4 sutras to carry on. So in the first sutra is the yoga is, this is how it is instructed, Patanjali Muni says, and thereafter he says, yoga is not to be affected by the activation of our programs within. So what is called Chitta Vritti Nirodha. And then he says, when you are not activated, when you are not affected by it, then you recognize your true self within. However, when you think of yourself as being the activation, then that is how you are normally. Okay. Now, and then we are going to go into the 5th sutra, where he is going to start describing what are these activations of the chitta or the consciousness. So the 5th sutra reads, Vrittayaha, which means the plural of the vrittis or the plural of the activations, is Panchatayaha, is 5-fold. And what is their nature? Klishtaha, aklishtaha, which means they are painful or not painful. And what are these 5? He is going to tell you in the sutra number 6. Pramana, Viparyaya, Vikalpa, Nidra, Smritayaha. So plural. So pramana means anything that is evidence-based, testimony-based, testimonial is pramana. Viparyaya means opposite thinking. So something, is completely opposite of what others may be saying or thinking. It's opposite way of thinking. Vikalpa is delusional thinking. And Nidra is sleep, and Smriti means memories. So these are the 5 which are the source of which are the activations in you. Okay, let's ponder a moment over here and think a little bit about it. Anytime you're on a day-to-day basis, when you're engaging with various things, whether you're on your computer, whether you're talking to people, you're engaged in business dealings, what are the things that are going in your mind, in your activation? The pramana element is when somebody says something, you're trying to question your mind. What is the basis of it? Often happens. You have to think about the basis of it. Second is when you're hearing various input coming to you, you're listening to it, but your mind goes, what if the opposite? All these days, the stock market was going up. And today there was a big correction, downfall of some 6% or so. So in your mind, why not the opposite? The opposite way of thinking is also part of how our system reacts. Now, I'm going to give you first the example of the mind, then I will go into the mind, body, spirit structure. The next is Vikalpa is delusional. It is completely devoid of reality. There is no reality associated with it. Nidra is sleep, deep sleep. Now in deep sleep, what happens? The mind is absent. When the mind is absent, how can there be activation in the system? Well, our doctors over here will say, even when in deep sleep, your heart is pumping and various other things are going on. And if they do the electroencephalogy, EEG, they will find there is a lot of activity in the brain also going on. So what is happening? Well, we will discuss a little bit more about it. In fact, we say in deep sleep, we connect with the cosmic center of which we are all part of. We are all connected into the cosmic system. So in deep sleep, that is the activation that happens. And in the concept of smriti is memories. Anytime we are engaged with various things, memories do affect us. Now, all of them, mostly I explained in the realm of the mind, and in the case of the nidra, I explained both physiologically as well as with respect to the cosmic connectivity. Let's look at few of the other things. When we think in terms of memory, often they will say, your white blood cells have the memory of previous illnesses that have happened, right? What is called innate immunity. Like that, many things within your body that you don't even think with your mind are already memory aspects that are hidden within you. Now think of it, how at the right time, if you're used to eating at a certain time every day, the hunger comes to your stomach. There is memory in your digestive system. It is physical and part of your body too. And now, if you think in terms of how it looks at pattern recognitions, if you think in terms of the logic or pramana or the evidence-based way of working, think of how your brain induces your heart rate to increase as well as your breathing to increase when you go jogging and you're doing heavy duty exercising, immediately it picks up. And similarly, there are times when your body goes into an opposite reaction also. You hear something which you don't want to, which you don't like, and immediately the body stiffens up. And similarly, if you think in terms of your thinking, sometimes your mind wanders into almost dreamy kind of delusional thinking that is devoid of reality. So all of these are what creates the activation of the psychosomatic being, the body as well as the mind, psychic, as well as, and all of these are part of the programs that are embedded within you as a part of being cosmic beings. Now in the second chapter, the Patanjali Muni will go on to tell you the base of all of these activations is the program that came with the spirit. Right now, he's not saying this. This is the introductory chapter in the, and he's giving an introductory overview, and he's trying to give a little more explanation. So the next 7 to 11 sutras is going to talk about each one of these activations. So tatra pratyaksha anumana agamaha pramanani. What are the pramana or the evidence-based thinking or the what you would call testimony and all of that? They consist of 3 elements. Tatra means there. Pratyaksha means what is your direct revelation or your direct perception. So what is something you have directly experienced? That is pratyaksha. It consists of 2 words, prati and aksha. Prati means what is in front of you, and aksha is what you experience or you see directly. Next one is anumana. So anumana means inference, what you have inferred. And agamaha, agamaha means what has come from before. Agamaha, when we say what has come from before, is what we know from our previous generations, somebody else who knew from before and all of that, and that has been generally accepted. So what has come from before? Like, for example, very few of us can directly go and verify that the moon is going around the earth. But yet from previous generations, we know it and we accept it. That is the concept of agamaha. Now, in some of the philosophical interpretations, agama means has been also means when Patanjali Muni wrote this, remember, the Vedas were compiled by Veda Vyasa, who came after Patanjali Muni. So we discussed the chronology of the 6 ancient philosophies, the Shastras or the Darshanas. Now, going back, remember, all the Vedic hymns were already present. They were part of the Indian culture. Vyasa only brought them all together and compiled them. So all the knowledge of the Vedas that were there from before, often the word agamaha will also refer to the Vedas. But you have to also understand, Vedas literally mean knowledge. You cannot, if you think of it as only, textual knowledge of philosophy or whatever, that's not true, or religious kind of thing. Remember, the Sanatana Dharma concept is every knowledge is embedded coming from is embedded in the Vedas. Okay, so that is the concept. Agamaha is knowledge that has come from before. Next is Viparyaya. The 8th sutra talks about Viparyayo Mithya Jnanam Adadrupam Pratishtitam. Pratishtitam means established. Atadrupam means in a malformed representation. And Viparyaya is the opposite thinking, or the opposite thinking is Mithya Jnanam, is false information. So anything that is false information, opposite thinking, and misrepresented, established in misrepresentation, is what Viparyaya is all about. Next, sutra number 9. Shabda Jnana Anupati.
What is the meaning of the word Viparya?
Pardon me?
What is the meaning of the first word Viparya?
Viparyaya, actually you saw it in sutra number 6 itself. That is
okay.
The 6 types of activations. Viparyaya means misconception or opposite thinking.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so these are the 5 activations as the chittavrittis that are there. So each chittavritti from Sutra 7 to Sutra 11 are being given, Patanjali Muni is explaining them, but I have already explained it to you. So here we are only explaining them again in the way in which Patanjali Muni has explained it. Okay. So next is Shabda Jnana Anupati Vastushunyo Vikalpaha. Vikalpaha was the chittavritti or the activation of the chitta that was noted earlier, which means delusion. So how does Patanjali Muni explain it? He said, Shabda Jnana Anupati Vastushunyo Vikalpaha. Okay. The word Shabda Jnana has 2 meanings. One meaning is Shabda means word. So any word that represents any conception. So when we say apple, the conception of an apple for you is that red circular fruit over there. And of course, sometimes you get the golden apple, green apple, all of them. So the word apple may mean any of that thing. So the Shabda Jnanam of the apple is the representation of what it means. Anupati is what flows from that. So the conception that flows from that, Vastushunyo Vikalpaha. Okay. So if we say, if you have the concept of an apple, we use the word apple, and from there you get the vision of an apple that is like a deep blue in color, and you think that you have a deep blue apple, and I don't think any of us have seen a deep blue apple, a royal blue apple color, right? And but that such a conception, Vastushunyo means materially baseless. In other words, there is no basis for such a thing to be there. That is Vikalpaha or delusion. So I gave you the example of this royal blue apple, which doesn't exist. But when the word apple is being mentioned, that's the conception that comes to your mind that is delusional. Okay. Now, Another way in which to explain the word Shabda Jnana, you see, today we know from physics that all of existence is vibrations. And Shabda also means vibration. So anything that is inconsistent with the vibrational, anything that is that flows from a vibrational concept, but is materially false and cannot exist, is delusion. So the way in which I explained the apple, the blue apple, the same thing, but only thing is you think of Shabda as word or vibration, that is the distinction, but the sum understanding is exactly the same. Sutra number 10, Abhava Pratyaya Alambana Vrittihi Nidra. Nidra is the sleep. So the fourth Chitta Vritti, or the activation of the Chitta or our program. The Alambana means, Vritti of course is the activation. Alambana is the state of being within. So Abhava Pratyaya Alambana. Pratyaya means, Pratyaya means awareness. Prati means you know what's in, Prati is in front of you, opposite you. Aya means to be able to understand what is there in front of you or to see what is there in front of you. Abhava means not being there. So when you are not able to experience what is there in front of you, Alambana, the state in which you are resting, that activation is sleep. So you can quickly understand, eyes are closed, you have no consciousness of what is happening there. That state is sleep. Okay, that's a very simple definition. Anubhuta Vishaya, Sutra number 11. Anubhuta Vishaya Asampramoshaha Smritihi. Smriti is the fifth Chitta Vritti or activation of our program that is mentioned. Is Anubhuta means what you have experienced. Vishaya is any subject matter. Asampramoshaha means that which has not disappeared or you have forgotten. Sampramoshaha means to forget. Asampramoshaha means that which you have not forgotten is what is smriti or memory. Okay, so whatever you still remember is your memory of what you have experienced. Okay, so with that we have come to Sutra number 11, and let's look at the next sutra. We'll proceed from next time on. Is now from here on, Sutra number 12 and 13 and 14 and 15 and 16 will be about how to do your practice to become a pure observer of the Chitta Vritti. So this we will continue tomorrow, Sutra number 12 to 16. So with that, we will close the Yoga Sutra. Let's look to see if there are any questions here. Okay, so there are a few questions here.
I have a question.
1 second, I'll get to you in one moment. The okay. Sarah Megia wants my email, so Bal Mukund will take care of that. Now, after somebody writes that after Bhastrika, I feel like the left side is down and right side is up. After I relax for 2 minutes, it balances. That is perfectly normal and perfectly okay. The reason that kind of a thing happens is essentially because there is an imbalance in the system, and the Bhastrika Pranayama is trying to correct it or address it. Now, if you do the alternate nostril breathing before doing that, it may give you some relief, but then there is nothing wrong if that happens. The next one is somebody writes, a member of our organization was in a car accident. His wife died and 2 children are injured with fractures. What do you say to affected person to help overcome the loss? There are no words that can describe or can help with a person who has had a loss of this kind. And therefore, what is the only thing that can really take the go to the point of being able to deal with this loss? Anytime you think of a person, when you touch a person, when you hug a person, that is the place where you are able to give them some level of comfort in the expression that we have. So you just hold their hand, and these are the ways in which you can seek to comfort them, because everybody knows once the life has departed from the body, whatever you say, the life is not going to come back. And but what else can we do? Now, the other part which come after the grief is that if they need any kind of help that is more material as part of the living, that kind of help we give. Now, usually within our system, what happens is, it is said that during the period of the first 12 days, when all of those things are done, people will go and share the grief by holding. And, in this day and age, with people, but it depends upon who they are. If they are in great deal of agony and there is a lot of weeping and things, then others who go near them may become emotional too. But then if you hold the hand and things like that, it helps to calm them down. The calmer you are, you will be able to calm them better. But no words are going to help them. Holding the hand really does help. Now, the next element is, once it comes to the 13th day, in the system we have, what we do is, on 13th day, we kind of mentally let go by talking about the life of the person. And so whether it is a young person or an old person, we look in terms of all the positive that they have contributed. So here it is, the wife has died. And so we look in terms of what the wife contributed, 2 beautiful children. And, whatever else that has been, we think about the positive memories, and then life moves forward to the next stage. So that is the way in which we have to deal with grieving process when younger people pass on. And of course, recently we had a person locally over here who was 97 years old who passed away. And of course, the person who lost his mother, it was a grief of obviously losing a mother no matter what age, but this person was a yogi himself. And so when I went to visit them, it was on the 13th day. We were all, when I first responded to them, I responded in the method, we celebrate this a mom who gave birth to this wonderful yogi and this beautiful children, grandchildren, and all of that. And then I visited them on the 13th day, and it was a celebration of the wonderful life of a person. Now, the next question that comes is, what are the benefits from Kapalabhati and Bahya Kumbhak? Okay, it is largely related to the GI system, stimulating all the organs in the abdominal cavity, as well as it can help with urination, the urinogenital system, and the prostate and things like that for male. Okay. And next person writes, I usually feel hot during some of the exercises, but today I felt a bit cold at times. Any particular reason? Actually, anytime you feel hot, it means it is burning out or, purifying the channel of communication. When you feel cold, it means it is in the last stages of cleansing, where it is in the cleaning out, so there is nothing to worry about. And then the next one is, okay, that is probably the last question. Somebody wanted to ask a question. It's already 7 o'clock, but
Yeah,
I'll take
it
the
was
question.
me. I just had a question that I usually have very vivid dreams and I sleep good. It's not that I don't sleep good, but I have like actual like as though it's real, and they last for in my dream it sounds like maybe I was gone for a long time, but it might be just 2 minutes. But it's like, because there is no time continuum, but then like I accomplished so much in 2 minutes. I just wanted to find out, was that something to do with the brain as to how it, how it works? Because it's,
Actually, what happens is that is explained in the concept of the Nidra, where this too is activation of our programs from within. Okay.
okay.
So what happens is whatever are the, hidden things within us, they are activating part of the cosmic program created within us. And all of this is happening at the time when we are not conscious, right?
Right.
So with that, we will leave for today. See you all tomorrow. Let's end with an Om. Take a
Thank
deep
you so
breath in.
much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dr. Rajan, I just wanted to make an announcement.
Yes, go ahead.
Sorry. There's a lot of people who have benefited from our yoga practice. We are recording testimonials for our website. So those of you who would like to give a testimonial, if you can come in, between 5 or 5:15 and 5:30, right? 15 minutes before, then we can have a 2-minute recording, and it'll be in the Zoom, and then we can always edit it and put it on our website. So we'd be very thankful if you could do that. And if you're interested, please, send me a message on the chat box or send me an email, and we'll send you instructions on, the format for the testimonial. Thank you.
So let's with an Om, take a deep breath in. Affirm to yourself, may I be guided to fulfill the purpose for which I am born. With that as the thought, we'll meet tomorrow.
Namaskar to all. Thank you.
Namaskar.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.
Good night.
Tomorrow.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, yoga.
Namaskar, everybody.
Night yoga family.